We are here right now with Juliana, affectionately known as JuJu to us at Life Tabernacle Church. She is the youngest bus captain here, and she's so wonderful, has such a brilliant mind, great spirit and attitude. So we want to talk to Juliana, or JuJu, about her experience as a bus captain. And so, JuJu, can you tell the people here at Revolution that are coming, how old were you when you started bus ministry?
I was 11 years old. I had turned 11. Me and my cousin, we captained our bus. He's 10 and I'm 12. And we have a lot of fun. It's fun to see all the little kids on the bus coming to know more about Jesus. And it's just fun seeing them getting themselves up and coming to church.
Yeah, I'm so curious as to what motivated you to do this, because we don't see a lot of young people serving as hard as you do in churches just across the board. So what motivated you to become a bus captain?
Just hearing pastor talk and seeing my mom and dad since I was a baby run a bus and have a burden for bus ministry really motivated me to become more like them and pastor. And my cousin and my nana, they push me and we push each other to have a great bus route.
Yeah. So tell us what an average Sunday is like for you. Even if you want to start from when you wake up in the morning to how Sunday morning goes for you as a bus captain.
A little stressful, but it's fun knowing you get to see all new faces, old faces, what's going to happen, who you get to pray through, how many you're going to have on your bus, who you're going to meet, who you're going to see. When I wake up in the morning, obviously I'm tired, but just thinking about going to church really wakes me up, and I get ready for church and we leave and we come get on the buses. If I have to, I'll sweep the bus, make sure it's clean.
So how do you keep things organized? Just kind of, maintaining bus ministry?
More like I have a broom.
Okay.
And a little stack organizer where we keep our bus cards, our suckers, anything really, our clipboards, pins.
Okay, that's good. So one question we receive a lot, from people who are planning to come to Revolution, who have attended Revolution even in the past, like, hey, it's a youth conference. Yes, it is a youth conference. It's for adults. It's for whatever your age category in the Lord is, period. We're all young in the Lord. And so we really wanted to, take a moment to appeal to your age category. Can you tell your age group what they can expect from Revolution? What did you experience last year?
I just felt like it was another of Pastor's wild ideas, and we were going to have church for 5 days, and that's all we were going to have. But I was really surprised. I met lifelong friends there, and I had really fun. I heard life-changing messages. And
what was your favorite message?
I think Brother Clack's message the best,
Clack
and him and Brother Williams.
Yeah. So what do you feel you gained in terms of soul winning? Because that's a really big idea for, I think, young people especially. We kind of look at, adults like, hey, you guys should go out, reach souls. But to see young people knocking on doors, to see not just knocking, but excited about it.
It's fun, but it's a little stressful sometimes.
That's the reality. Can you talk about that stress? In fact, let's talk about the stress a little bit, because people may see, even if they see some of our pictures on social media or some of the experiences that they visit, like, wow, that's really cool, you guys are having bus ministry, having all these buses. But let's talk about how do you deal with the stress and what keeps you motivated despite it?
Well, some of the kids on the bus, sometimes they're bad a little, So it's hard to keep them maintained. Yeah. So sometimes you just gotta make them sing a song.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll calm them down sometimes. Whatever. Anyways, I'll sing them a song, or I'll help them sing Jesus Loves Me, or see who can say some kind of Bible verse the most fastest, and try to keep all them kids on that bus. Try to keep them, don't irritate the driver too much so they don't wreck.
Right.
But, it's all in the Lord's hands.
Yeah. Do you have what's the craziest bus experience you might have ever had?
This is probably it's not a craziest, but it's the worst and craziest. On October the 6th, 2 years ago, I was on the bus with my mom, and we were on one of our streets of our bus route, their bus route now, and when the kids would get on, we would put their bus number on their hand with a Sharpie, so they would remember what bus to get on. And I marked their hands, and I told them I was glad to see them, and I sat back down on the seat to let another lady pass, and I felt really weird. It felt like my head felt really weird, and when I sat down, I got really dizzy, and out of nowhere, I just blacked out. And from what I heard, I just woke up in the ambulance. I done had a seizure. I was like, well, praise the Lord.
Right.
I ended up in the hospital, and I told Mom I was supposed to sing a solo that night, and I was like, Mother, I have got to get out of here because I got to go to church. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I've never had one since, but it was just really crazy because that's weird.
It's crazy and remarkable. You had a seizure on the bus, and you were at church. Were you at church that night singing?
Yeah.
Right.
I told the nurse lady, I was pretty delusional, I guess whatever I had, I don't know what I had, but I told that lady, I said, I need to get out of here. My pastor will be mad at me. Yeah. He's got me singing tonight.
Right.
And that lady said, oh, ma'am. She didn't know what I was talking about. She said, okay. And she looked at Mom, and she shook her head. My mom was just sitting there, and Mom said, yeah, she's all right. I promise she's just a little crazy. I'm like, I'm not that crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty remarkable because that is how we work at Life Tabernacle. We push through. We push through the elements. Even when you're in a hospital, I'm not sure, I'm going to be honest, if I'm that strong to have said, hey, I got to be at church tonight. I have to serve. But that's just one of your pretty amazing traits that you carry with you. In fact, what do you feel, helps you be so strong to push through things like that,
Well, mostly my family, and I have a papa who recently has cancer, and knowing his soul's lost,
Yeah.
It helps me remember that as long as I hold on,
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask you kind of, I feel like there's a kind of invisible kinship because of your love for reading. She has a very great love for reading books, and probably, I don't want to say one of the few people, but I think you just really embrace the written page in a different way. So what do you feel, even in that respect, about books, about learning and such, that kind of adds to your growth as a person, even recommendations of reading that you have for others?
Well, I love to read. Mostly, if I could read all day, I would, but my mom, I get in trouble a lot, obviously.
And reading all day.
I will read all day.
Yeah.
My most favorite book is Elsie Moore. Probably nobody's ever heard of it, but it's a series of books. It's really cool to read. She's a Christian. She brings her lost father to church. It's really cool.
Okay. So what else do you do in your spare time to just stay motivated, keep growing, keep learning?
I love to organize. I hate cleaning. I love to organize. In a clean room, I hate cleaning. Something about me. I hate cleaning, but I love to organize. I'll do that. And sometimes read my Bible, and mostly just play with my family,
Okay, so do you feel like there's anything else you might want to say to those who are preparing to come to Revolution, maybe even some who are on the fence about it in your age group? Why should they come to Revolution?
I think they should come because if you're struggling, you know, seeing these people and being able to pray with people, it will literally change your life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't signed up to come, you better sign up now
Yeah.
because, like, we don't have that much space here, but, like, if you got to sit on the grass, I'm willing to sit on the grass if you want to sit in the chair.
I mean, you'll be able to hear the service wherever you are,
Yeah.
probably on the premises.
It's just, like, awesome.
Yeah.
There's, like, no words. It's really cool.
I think one of my favorite moments, you know, just seeing the collective worship of God's people. It was so powerful. And of course the messages, I just think I had to sit back in awe of some of the preaching that was happening. All the men of God gave it everything that they had to really minister to everyone. But it's just that collective unity that has pulled at me. And I still remember, I have all these images, right, in my mind. But y'all, this is JuJu. She is, again, the youngest bus captain here at Life Tabernacle Church. She is an amazing young lady, and so when you see her on the premises here at Revolution, feel free to say hey. Hey, ask her some tips. If you're going to ride on her bus for the Saturday outreach seminar that we do, you know, ask all the questions that you want. She has a lot of information. She's been on the bus since.
For 12 years.
For 12 years. She came out the womb.
On the
bus. Onto the bus, you know, so she has great parents to have pushed her. So, hey, Revolution is June 30th to July 4th. You're welcome to register, ltcbr.com/revolutionayc, or just, you know, check out the links. They're out there on social media. All right, thank you, JuJu.
Thanks.
All right.